And here's a typical Indian bathroom. This bathroom happened to be attached to our bedroom here, so it was nice that it was so First private. You've got the toilet. This is an above ground model. In some other places, like restaurants, this whole bowl is in the ground and the seat part is all you see on the floor. It's designed for you to actually squat on top of the toilet, to put your feet there and just squat over it. That seems very uncomfortable to me, so I actually sit on it. But this china bowl is pretty cold in the middle of the night. There's no heating or air conditioning in any of the homes. So this china is whatever temperature that it is outside, which is pretty cold in the middle of the night. There's a water closet on the wall above the bowl, and it's hilarious to me that every single water closet I've seen has some sort of artwork picture depicted on the front of the tank, as though you would even be looking at it. You're facing the other way. This is the flush valve. You just press it and it flushes like a normal toilet. In India, they do not use toilet paper. This is mine because I didn't want to be without it. And his dad is very entrepreneurial in that he always has the first of everything in the village, so he has a toilet paper holder, but that's very uncommon. None of the restaurants have that at all. What they do have is a spigot and a soap tray next to the toilet, which is something you would find similar to a bidet in America. I have a bidet. I transfer myself from the toilet to the bidet. In India, because you're squatting on the toilet, you run a bucket of cold water. You take the small pitcher, which is called a mug, and you scoop out the water from the bucket, and you basically pour it over yourself and rinse yourself instead of using toilet paper, which is much cleaner. But I guess you sort of drip dry because there are no towels or toilet paper typically in the bathroom. This water spout is cold water. There is no hot water added to that spout, so I don't think I'd want to pour freezing cold water over my privates after I'm done going. It seems shockingly cold to me. This is the shower. Arun's dad was the first person in the village to actually have a shower, plumbing, put in. But it doesn't really work, unfortunately, because there is no water pressure. So they use it, unfortunately, in the same way that other homes are built, where you turn on a spigot. You do have hot and cold. You let the water pour into a big bucket and you fill it up until you get the right temperature you want. There's a little stool always right next to the bath area for you to sit. It's a little bit too cold for me. But again, you take the mug, you dunk it in the bucket, and you pour it over yourself. This is their toiletry accessory shelf in the bathroom, soap dish. They have the normal towel bar. Because you're showering in the middle of the bathroom, the whole room is considered a wet room. The floors are marble, the walls are tile, and the whole floor is pitched very steep to a drain on the side of the room. That pours outside and waters the garden. Every bathroom seems to be equipped with a hot water heater tank right in the room. Here is the sink vanity area. You got to be careful because first time I used it and brushed my teeth in the morning, my feet got wet. This thing has a plastic drain to the floor, but then because it's a wet room, the water just pours right over the floor towards the drain. So when you're standing in front of the sink, it all comes out at your feet. When I first saw the sink, I was disappointed because there was no countertop space. There is no concept here of countertop space or even a need for countertop space because they don't really have any toiletries. They have a toothbrush, and that's it. I'm the only one who comes with a whole bag of toiletries with no place to put them. Nobody's even seen a blow dryer here. This thing is like a squeegee, and it's used to push the water and wipe it clean if you want the floor to be less wet. They sure need help with their lighting. You pretty much just get a standard bulb. Well, one thing I can say is the view from the bathroom is better than any view from any bathroom anywhere else.